All right, hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres, and I'm going to continue on this series I'm doing about the Homestead Milk Cow. I broke it down into an outline, and last week I told you that I would get back to the whiteboard. Well, I haven't made it there yet. Well, you know how it goes. Had things come up this weekend, and I just couldn't get to it. Good things though, all farm things, all farm related and good. And I figure, what's a couple of days? You guys can wait. And if this doesn't go in order, that's just kind of the way it is. Like I don't want people to think that in the homesteading business we just get a job and we finish it. A lot of times we don't. A lot of times I get what I can done, and then I have to go to the next thing because I have people and livestock and processes that are waiting on me. So I've gotten used to doing as much as I can and then breaking off. And that's an important thing to embrace. I mean, honestly, when I know I'm going to do a job, like I'm rebuilding a back room right now to have a place to keep just stuff for the house, actually. Finally getting around to fixing the house. I'll make a point of getting all my tools and staging them there. And then if that's as far as I get that day, so be it. And then I'll get all the building materials. I'll get them on a trailer and I'll get them set there. And if that's as far as I get, so be it. Like this morning I got up early, all of a sudden I found out I had about an hour and a half before I had to give a ride to somebody, my son, to get to school. So I figured, well, I can get that door put in right now. So I had to go get lights because it was still dark out, but I got it done. That's kind of the way it goes. And so we're going to get done what we can on this. And when I was hooking up this morning, that's what I call this, putting my girl in to hook her up, I was thinking, what's the most important thing that we probably should take away from feeding? You know, I try to do this in a way that I'm not telling you how to do something. I'm more of a guide. You know, I want to guide you along the way and let you see, you know, how I put my equipment together, but then you need to make your own decisions. Okay, so that's what the Homesteaders Guild is about as well. It's more of a guide service. We're guiding you along the way to be a homesteader. This is saying I have low network connections. I'm in the barn. Maybe I need to go outside. All right, well, the takeaway on feeding, you know, you got to see my hay equipment. You got to see where I keep my hay, my philosophy on hay, things like that. All right, we went through some of that stuff. But the big takeaway on this is the question. I can hear my father saying it to me. Why would you want to milk a damn cow? I can just hear it. I can hear it. My dad's been gone a while, but his voice echoes in my consciousness. Well, here's why we want to milk a damn cow. The milk that we get from that cow is real milk. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, the stuff I get at the store is real milk. It really isn't, because they take so much out of it, and then to fulfill the needs of regulators, they put a bunch of stuff back in it. But the problem is, can your body absorb the nutrient in that milk? And that's real questionable. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that spend a lot of time figuring out whether or not that's the case, whether you can actually get anything out of the milk from the store, what they put back into it, you know, like vitamin D milk, right? Well, can you absorb that vitamin D? It's questionable. And, you know, we've gotten to be friends with the Weston Price Foundation over the years, and they're extremely big raw milk advocates, and I mean, it's sort of a centerpiece. Whenever I'm with them, they're always pushing raw milk and drinking raw milk and making things out of raw milk, kefir and cheese and butter and all that stuff. So when we're feeding our cow and we want nutrient-dense milk out of that cow, that's why we're going to milk a damn cow, because we want that nutrient-dense product. I had a lady here this weekend. She was Romanian, and I actually was selling her a pig. And when we knocked the pig down and got it cut in half for her so we could load it in her car, she was looking at the fat. She didn't speak English real good, but she said, this fat, this is what we need, is this fat. And she said that the reason Americans have Alzheimer's so much is because they don't eat fat, that you're taught that fat is bad. Well, certain types of fat I would say are bad, but the fat that we're going to get from this milk, from this cow, I say this all the time, we're allowed to stack the deck here. Like, I can feed her whatever I want. If you don't know cows very well, they will eat cardboard, you know. You can feed them stuff that's not really good, but it's really cheap, and it will make milk. But that's not what we're about. We have one cow or two cows, and we have the ability to feed her anything we want within reason. And we've chosen to feed her good quality grass, good quality hay, a very diverse group of plants. When we stake her out, a lot of times she's got other than grass to eat off of. You know, you don't want them eating onions or anything like that because it will affect the milk. But so the nutrients, let's say in milkweed, I don't think she'll eat milkweed, but let's say lamb's quarter. You know, it's considered a weed by some people. She'll clean that right up. What nutrients are in that lamb's quarter that will work for us? I don't know, but she goes after them, so she's a good indicator of what is good. When in the summertime, when I was walking her past the raspberries here, I have probably about 60 or 80 feet of raspberries. And I could hardly drag her past those raspberries because she would want to stop and just eat the foliage on there. Thorns and all, she just chowed down on that. And after the raspberries were gone, I let her have at it. And she ate for a while, and then that was it. She stopped. I mean, like a couple of days, and then she stopped. So whatever was in there, she needed. And I kind of am seeing a little bit of intelligence in this design here. Like, she wants to eat certain things, and boy, I tell you what, you put a glass of milk in front of my kids, and they go after it too. I do too. It's good stuff. So there's something to that, you know. It's if it tastes good, maybe it is good. I don't know. That could be flawed. That could be flawed. So we're going to stack the deck as far as we feed our Homestead cow. What I have done, and I don't know if she's an A2 cow or not. There's a test that you can do on that. And I don't know everything there is to know about that A2 business, but I know it's valid, and I should know more about it. I think what I'll do is I'll educate myself on that, and that's something we'll go into in our Homesteaders Guild because we'll have time to do it. But I know that if I give her good quality grass, good quality hay, I'm feeding her organic bread, you know, not a lot because they really don't need a lot. She just gets it when she's being milked, and then treats here and there. If people come and they want to bring the cows over, I'll let them do it. And then I give her a handful of kelp, you know, and this is very nutrient dense stuff, and I don't personally know, I'm not a chemist, but there's people out there that are very healthy people and are very well educated on nutrition, and they say that that is kind of a cure-all if you want to build nutrient density in not just your soils but in your animals, is just walk the kelp to them. And she'll eat about a handful of it, and the rest of it she'll leave in her trough. Okay, see, she's got some here, and it's kind of building up over time. That's what it looks like from the ocean, you know. So she'll eat what she wants, and then she just kind of leaves the rest there. All right, so that's the takeaway, I think. I am going to try and make it to the black or the whiteboard. I have a guy coming to get a puppy here at 11 o'clock, so I'm going to be checking out for a while, and then I got some of my kids coming over today, so I might make it there, I might not, but I did figure out the flip thing on there, so I'm not going to go back and redo the videos that I've made. I'll just let you rely on the later videos so you can look at that blackboard, you can make a screenshot of it, and then you can use that as notes. But you know, this is not an inclusive instructional on the Homestead Milk Cow. This is just a place to get you motivated, get you started. Like, why are we milking a damn cow? That's what this is about. Also, and to direct people to the Homesteaders Guild that'll be starting up in the second week of January. And I already have a lot of hot stuff that I want to cover there. Really fun, good time. If you want to check it out, go to bakersgreenacres.com and look under Anyone Can Farm. Okay, bye.